Hi everyone, welcome to the video number 12 for Certificate Red Team Professional Certification. In this case, the hands-on required the following steps. Let me put it here. Yeah. So the further step is review or check if a student X has replication decision rights on the target domain controller. If the user has this privilege, execute a decision attack to pull hashes of ARB DGT user. So obviously the user don't have this kind of privilege or this replication rights because the next task say if not add the replication rights to student user and execute decision attack to pull hashes of the same user KRB DGT. So the first step is control how to review the ACLs on the domain. We are going to check if the user has this kind of privilege. So for this task we are going to use AD tools, InvCell, room registry, non-admin. So with InvCell we can import modules such AD master, AD tools, and AD module master. This is the DLL. It's loading and memory. The PS1 is inside of Active Directory PSD1. And finally the Power View script. Okay, so how to check a specific path of URL. Get AD domain object, or get domain object ACL. Perfect. So with the search base, in this case is CN. This is the root of the domain controller. CN $corp is not CN, is DN directory name or distinguished name. $corp, money corp, finally local, DN local. So the search scope is only the base. We want to resolve the GUIDs. Perfect. With this command we can review the ACLs for the domain controller. But we are going to include a new property in order to understand the users of the ACLs, because by itself don't show the user or the identity or group. So this use final argument operation occur in dollar is dollar corp. Let me check. Maybe is, yeah, is DC, not the N. So sorry. DC. This is money dollar corp, money corp, local. So we start again. This query is a little bit slow because it's trying to obtain and review all the ACLs for each object of the dollar corp, money corp, local. But we need to execute again, and it's slowly. Yeah, amazing. So at this point we can't find the specific user that has access allowed to this object DN with this rights generic all. Why? This is because by itself the get domain object ACL don't transform or convert this security identifier. So how to do it manually? We can include a new pipe that say for each object on this query we want to perform the following operation: dollar pipe add member. The new member is type node property. The name of this node property could be identity, yes. And how to convert it? We are going to use another function. This is a command of convert SID to name. The SID is this property, security identifier. So finally we prompt in the console the new query. This should include for each object a new property with name identity and the resolution of the security identifier. So this spend a little bit more time, so during this process we are going to run new command prompt. For example, we are going to use the domain admin that we have, AD tools, for example safety cat, privilege, debug. So perfect. As you can see, for each object the security identify, this is authenticate users, has generic read, this is identity local system and enterprise domain controllers, everyone, built-in administrators. Okay, so the last step is make a filter for the identity with name dollar identity, like in this case we are looking for students, and we need let me check if is student or students. Is student in singular. Student, yeah, perfect. We are going to look at, for in this property there are some of them with this pattern student. In this command line we are going to perform a secure LSA and pass the hash operation for the user user SBC admin and the user, so sorry, and the domain. The domain it's going to be $corp, money corp, local, and finally the AS2 fixes key. I have the key. Oh, I have the NTLM, not the key. This is the administrator. This is not that I'm looking for. Okay, this is the NTLM because I don't want to look for the ASCII, and it's the same. Run and CMD process, and finally we want to exit of this. Yeah, something went wrong. NTLM, mine, secure, LSA, privilege, the batch. So what is the error? Secure LSA right now. So perfect. With this command, with this new command line, we have the privilege of domain admin. So when this is finished, this command is finished, and there are no privilege on DC $corp, money corp local for user student, for identity student. So we need with domain admin privilege set the rights of the DC sync. So how to do this? Again with tools, InVisel, run registering on admin, import module, CID, tools, Power View. So with Power View we need add object ACL, add domain object, domain object ACL. Perfect. The third parameter is target identity. Target identity is the share base, this one. Is this one? So let me put here. The second is the principal identity, is our user student user is student student 162. So this is my user, this is a student 162, the principal identity, and the rights. The rights are DC sync. Right now, principal domain is dollar corp, money corp, local, and target domain is the same domain, dollar corp, money corp, local. So finally, we include the verbose option. Yeah. So add dispose method invocation file error disposing result does not contain the granting principal. This user is granting. Yeah, granting principal too. Okay, it seems that all is right. So we can execute this one again in order to verify that the new ASL was assigned to the main controller. With a new command prompt, we can use the CAD tools, Mimicat, for example, for changing the binary, and we can say token user, or no, is token who am I. Yeah, right now the user dcorp student 162 has a standard right that is ds replication get changed all for the object name dn dollar corp money corp local. So this is amazing because right now with this token we don't need elevated. We can perform a LSA dump DC sync attack for the user dcorp KRB TGT in the domain money corp dollar corp dot local. Get DC name. So domain controller not present. So maybe is domain is dollar corp money corp local. Will be user account. Maybe it's dcorp dc. Oh, we are going to open again the this is CAD tools, Mimicat, this privilege debug, and LSA dump. This is sync attack of domain dollar corp money corp local and the user is dcorp krb tgt. So this is the idea. Maybe the domain is not required, or we need to put the domain controller. I'm not sure. No, dcorp krb tgt. Okay, maybe we need re-authenticate the user, log off, and sign in the matching. Sign out anyway. In order to obtain close session. In order to obtain the new privilege, perfect, and this one, perfect. CMD. Right now, run as administrator. Yep. CAD tools, Mimicat. This is privilege debug, and this is LSA dump. This is sync user. It's going to be dcorp. This is the user domain. KRB TGT. So finally exit. Yeah, right now the new login reload the new privilege on the domain controller. So who am I? Student user, and I can dump the KRB TGT credentials, or for example we can dump, if you want, the administrator credentials or the domain admin SBC admin, the domain admin credentials too. So this is something magic. This is all for this abuse or this hands-on. We are going to pass to the number 30. See you. Let me